What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. So, this reading is for all my Aquariuses, all my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aquariuses, and all my cross talking Aquariuses. As just someone who knows an Aquarius who's here to see what's up. So, what's up, Stalker? Hope you get all the information that you're looking for. And I hope that everyone does, actually. So, let's get into it. All right, we're going to start off with an Oracle card. I hope you all are doing well. Much love to each and every single one of you. All right, oracle card for Aquarius, please. Calmness, all chakras. Calmness, all chakras. This is keeping your head in a meditative state. All right, and there's a rose in the background of this card. You can't really see it because it's like fainted, but I just heard stop and smell the roses, and I look down and I see the rose. All right, so this is taking time to just be and appreciate the things around you for what they're worth and staying calm throughout everything. You know what I mean? Keeping it calm, taking a deep breath when it's necessary. Smell those roses. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Ooh, I'm going to take that because it's fun. It's the Four of Stencils in reverse. All right, let's see the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. I already have a self-worth feeling, and it's tinging inside of you to take a stand on your self-worth. And if you don't, it's going to continue to happen over and over and over because we set the bar of how others are going to treat us within our own self-worth, right? Are we going to take this shit or are we not going to take this shit? All right. Pardon my language, but you know. All right. All right. Okay. In the middle, which represents you, with the moon and the Four of Buckets. All right. I don't know if I love the moon and the Four of Buckets. The moon and Reaper. I feel like you're not really liking anything. I feel like you are possibly like if it's not perfect, you're not taking it, even if it seems kind of like out there and crazy. It's like no, I'm not. Not. I feel like if you can't accept the crazy, then you can't accept me. You know what I mean? Aquarius is like, if you can't accept my crazy, you don't understand where I'm coming from in this delusionalness, in my dreams, then you gotta go. Because I feel like in the past, you've been cutting yourself short, allowing that shit to happen. This is the Emperor in reverse. That's attracting narcissists. This is all. I feel like you cutting yourself short and people latch on to that. This is already a vibe that I'm feeling. Like as soon as I started this reading, it's like don't cut yourself short because as soon as you do, people will latch onto it. It's kind of like in that vibe of like um I've worked in a restaurant for over 20 years, okay? And I've worked in a few of them, okay? And when you become the person who knows everything and does everything and will be the one that like doesn't mind coming in, you'll always say yes. They'll start using and abusing you quick, like because they know that you'll say yes because it's for the greater good of everything, and you just want to see everything be good and go smoothly because in the end it affects your job. That's why I always did it. I was like, in the end, if I don't do this, then nobody else will. You know what I mean? Like, it'll just make my job worse when I come in the next day. So I would just do that. And then I noticed like they would take advantage of that big time. And then when I started standing up for myself, shit would start going wrong in the job. And I'm like, yeah, it's just because you can't use and abuse me anymore. I'm not going to be a doormat. Just, you know what I mean? But I feel like this person or the situation has had a way of making you feel less than and you take it. You know what I mean? And you take the abuse. I'm going to clarify this Emperor with the Sister of Stencils. Again, I feel as though it's karmic. This is kind of like I feel like this is a person who knows how to get you in right where it hurts, get you where it counts, get you where you're like, ouch. You know what I mean? All right. The six of buckets. In the middle, it's representing you and clarifying that moon in the four of buckets. You know, when I'm like, if you don't like, if you can't stand in my crazy with me, be gone. And it's kind of like I feel the frustration with it, right? Because if you can't accept that, naturally the frustration is going to come behind it. Well, this is the six of buckets too, because really like this person. There could be kids involved. There could be, um, yeah, definitely could be kids involved. If I look here, I see a couple different kids in the spreads and the cards. Um, so if there are, think of that too, and how that's going to affect them and your decisions, how you make this. Don't cut yourself short and allow like narcissists into your life, because you don't want your kids to see that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I'm saying, you no matter how much of a crush you have on this, that ain't even worth it. The Hermit to the Mama of Brushes. All right, you like run? This is run. Be by yourself. Get time alone, and really hone your own inner vibration and what you're like, who you are, your fierceness, your Beyonce vibes. All right, Darth Vader vibes, whatever it may be. I don't care, but it's taking time by yourself to discover yourself. All right, and how fierce you really are. Look how badass that is. Look at that. That's badass. Just saying. Those hair, you know what I mean? Yeah. One more card to clarify this, and then it's the Ace of Stencils. And when you do that, guess what happens? Offers of abundance come in. Money, notes, right? Notes. Okay. What's that? Not to all, but to some. You could make money off of the arts. Okay, I'll just put it like that. Money off the arts because I see art and music. All right, she's carrying a painting. All right, and he's carrying a boombox. Okay, and this is money. Okay, all right, that's queen shit. Like princess, whatever. But with the mama brushes, that's a queen. So that's a glow up. It's something that you may slowly progress and make money off of because you're honing the vibration of who you are. And when you stand in your fierceness, you tend to make money off of that stuff. You know what I mean? If that's what your intentions are, and it feels as though it may be. All right. So we're gonna move the fuck on. Now. Moving the fuck on. Damn. All right. So this deck represents them and their side of the story. And when I say them, it can mean a lot of different people. It's whoever you think of when I speak. And I'm just seeing your comment now, Norma. Hi, Norma. Excuse me, from San Antonio. What else? But this deck represents them and their side of the story and whoever you think of when I speak. All right. Your perception of them is you'd like to see them in your future. You could see yourself marrying them, having babies, doing all kinds of stuff with them. You kind of to the 10 of coins. Yeah. This person you could see or it's a person you could work with and like go forward with in work in making money. Right? The 5 of Swords. You may be possibly currently in a fight with them. Bad or underhanded by this person and you don't know what to do about that. All right. And then to the 8 of Wands, and that hits you. All of a sudden, I feel like this is a person you trusted. You could see like investing time and money in your life, kind of feeling into, and then all of a sudden, it's like it hit you like a ton of bricks. You lost faith in it, and it's just not. Wah, wah, wah. We'll see. Situation. 2 of Wands, Page of Wands. There's that. It's holy. That's a whole lot of. That's a whole lot of. Do you trust a page? Um, they know what has happened, like, they're aware of their patterns and what's going on, like, this situation in front of them, but they don't know how to even, like, approach it, touch it. Like, it makes them nervous to approach it. Like, I the ugh, Tree of Life. To the Two of Wands in reverse in the page. Knight of Swords. I mean, like, I feel like they're good looking at you from afar. I feel like they're good, like, checking up on your social media and watching you, okay? I feel like they're and it makes them happy to do that. It's kinda weird. They don't wanna jump the gun and regret it later, so they're, like, kinda, like, sitting back and observing the fuck outta you right now. It's kinda weird. I'm not gonna lie. Um They're because I feel like they're so comfortable in being, like, not in your shit. If they're so interested, why are they just watching you from afar? Like, why don't they, like, grow a set? That's kinda my feeling. Um, I get this really, like, weird lot like, they're just watching you, and I feel like they feel like you're meant to be in their life too, and they don't see the fact that if it's not happening right now, and if you did get into a fight, if it's meant to be, it'll be. The universe will put you on each other's paths again. With the Page of Wands, it's like the universe is it's gonna happen no matter what. Or it's gonna happen no matter what. There's passion in there, okay? You may not like recognize where it's going or the lesson that you're learning that they're learning right now because I feel like they feel like you've shut them down completely. And they're like, they just so I don't wanna be like this, but they're kinda acting like a teenage girl, like, with all the force. This is I've like, something you've done has absolutely stressed them out. They're tired too, possibly, when the fight happened, okay? So or the disagreement, and, like, when a person's exhausted and someone comes at them with straight up facts, I feel like you were not lying or whatever happened here because it's Five of Swords fact, you can't handle the facts, like, truth don't care about your feelings. Yeah. Sorry, it is what it is. But the Four of Swords in reverse, like I'm sorry. No, the Four of Swords, they're just spent. They're spent and they're tired and they're hermit. They're like, no, they're just by themselves. They just want to be by themselves. They're alone and they're tired of being alone too. So this is really frustrating. Possibly when that happened, it kind of you probably like jabbed at their ego a little bit and couldn't like they're like Um, so one more is Ace of Wands in reverse. I don't feel like this person's doing much. They're like, I feel like they're like, it's it's what I want and it's not there. They're longing, they're lusting, they're watching, they're stalking, they're being immature, they're acting like a teenage girl and in high school. And it's just weird. If they write, I want to know about this Two of Wands. It's the Empress in reverse. Oh, what's this? Sometimes when I get this in reverse, I get the feeling of a mother grounding them. So too funny that I'm like, it feels very mature and teenage like. And this is like, well, I feel they could live with their mom too. But I don't want to be like this. That's not for everyone, but or like their mother is involved and all up in their shit. You know what I mean? And it could be like they're just that's not for everyone. They could just be very like trying to focus on their own growth and it's not happening because they're having a tower moment on the why because they're getting sulky moody jealous, they're all upset over this. This is triggering them. High priestess, all right? They're gonna give them time, give them space, okay? Don't get caught up in this shit. I feel like they are. I feel you know what I mean? Whatever you said got to them. They're tired. They need to like I don't know. Well, like I was gonna say, strong mother vibes again, right? this not I mean, they could be on their own, but highly influenced by their mother, and their mother could be being a bitch or something like that. Like, it's silly. It seems very silly to me. So, one thing I do know, you guys aren't around each other. You should probably keep it that way. Anyways, so I'm just saying that seems like a whole bunch of bull. Drama. All right. As soon as I said drama, the Nine of Swords, it's all up in your head. You're gonna be thinking about it, thinking it's way worse, thinking about it a lot. This, yeah, baby. Yeah, it does. Aquarius. Just know that. Continuously think that you're the shit and don't think it's as bad as you're making it out to be because possibly you're thinking about the plot. You know what I mean? So it's consuming like majority of your thoughts, right? Start focusing on you. Oh, what's that? The sun. Because you know who's high vibrational. I just keep on hearing, I love you to the moon and back, to the sun, the star, all of it. This could be you're caught up in that kind of thing, like the lustful things or the weird, like, kind of things that people say. Oh, what's that? What's that thing that people say about "I love you to the moon"? Back? It's like that's only a couple thousand miles, actually. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, it's not that far. So just take that for what that's worth. The Eight of Pentacles. It's wanting to create perfection, but to your detriment regarding how badass you are. So don't let this undercut who you are and your own self worth. Again, bring it back to the beginning of the reading. Don't let this shit think that you're less than in any fucking way. In some sort of way, you're kind of a big deal. You think of things outside of the box, right? Um, but don't try and like because when you're thinking of things, like, don't kick yourself when it doesn't go perfectly. All right. That's the key of being innovative is being willing to like trial and error. All right, trial and error. And what makes you feel good. And you're like, yeah, I'm feeling this, even though it's not quite, I'm still feeling this. Go with that. All right. To the hangman. It's not a sacrifice to feeling good and just kind of going with the vibe of even though this failed, we're gonna pick up our freaking shit and keep on moving forward. Page of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Swords. Don't even pay any mind if you know this person is like lingering and watching you and you feel the stalker vibe and you feel that shit. Don't even think about it because when you someone so say someone's going around hearting on your crap or commenting or something or liking someone else's comment or something like that, but not like liking the post to say that creeper shit, that stuff. Don't think about that. Don't get all up in your head about that. Block them. You know what I mean? Block them so you can't even think about it. All right. The Three of Swords in reverse. Have thick skin to what other people say. Don't even pay no mind. Pay no mind. All right. So the Two of Wands in reverse. It's like I see this, but I'm not gonna recognize it. This is the first time in a while that I've gotten like Two of Wands. I recognize you're crazy, and I'm not gonna even acknowledge it. First time in a while that I get this, and it's a good thing. So one more, and then I'm moving on. The Six of Wands in reverse, and it's like no, because I feel. Mm-mm. And don't I feel like and just keep it to yourself. Don't talk to your friends about it and stuff like that because I feel like your friends will not support you on this. Like I feel like you shouldn't really. I don't know. I know. Like turn to your friends and all that stuff, but just I just want to be like, don't get yourself down because okay, that came out wrong. Okay, I want to say you're kind of like when you're doing things differently and outside of the box. Don't get up in your feels if like one of your friends doesn't agree with you or support you in something like Like, I recognize I feel like it could be the type of people that they are, or you know what I mean? Like negative Nancy, they're always going to. So no matter what you do, that's what they're gonna do. So don't get caught up in that shit. I recognize your pattern. I pay no mind to it. All right. See, it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? This is mine, not yours. So even having an opinion. So and then we're moving on. The Three of Cups in reverse. Like fucking fuck these friends. Like I mean, like like no, you can do it by yourself. All right. I'm just saying, like I feel like this is a solo dolo project. So make sure that happens. All right. All right. All right, my friends. I hope that resonated with you guys, made you feel some sort of way. But until next time, much love. Peace.